This morning we're getting plenty of reaction to last night's Brexit vote here in Westminster. But away from here, what's the verdict of British business?
This is a very good question. Steph is at a firm in Birmingham that makes metal components. Very good morning to you, Steph.
Oh, there she is.
Good morning to you from inside one of the machines at Brandauer. So these guys make metal parts. They press them from sheets of metal. You can see this bit here, and it's very, very precise, the kit. I mean, look at this, it's huge. This bit of kit is brand new, so they got it in January. They paid about £350,000 for it. But for them, this is crucial investment, because they are making something like, we worked out about 1.6 billion tools from metal, so pieces from metal, and they make the tools to help make all of these metal bits as well. So big business for them. We've got Rowan, who's the chief executive. Thanks very much for letting us in this morning.
No problem at all.
Can you tell me a bit about your business, like who your customers are, where these important bits of metal go?
So we employ 64 people, 10 of which are apprentices, and we're shipping these pieces of metal to 22 different countries across the world. 75% of our turnover is exported.
Oh wow, so it's a big business for you. And what are these bits of metal doing? Where would we ever see them?
Well, if you made a cup of tea this morning, you will have relied on a Brandauer component without knowing it. So they're in 90% of the world volume of kettles. We're pretty much 100% in domestic plumbing fittings. So when you run your tap to fill your kettle up, you'll have relied on a Brandauer component to do that. And if you poured your milk, we actually make electrodes that join together the cartons on a Tetra Pak milk carton when you pour the milk in your tea.
So lots of important kit we probably don't even realise is there.
Absolutely.
So tell me about Brexit. How have you been preparing for it?
We've been preparing for the last 2 years, pretty much since the referendum result. Primarily business as usual, talking with customers, agreeing plans with customers. What does that mean in reality now? We're holding some extra stock for contingencies. We're much more aware of our supply chain. Our customers are more aware of our supply chain, so we can deal with any scenario. Worst case probably being a WTO exit.
Yeah, so going to the World Trade Organisation rules, which is a no deal. So how did you feel last night when you heard what had happened?
Unsurprised but disappointed. Whatever your political view is, whatever you want to happen, what manufacturing needs is certainty, an understanding of what is going to happen, so we can get on and plan for it and deliver it.
So far, has it been costly for you?
Absolutely, in terms of time and effort, and we're holding probably about an extra £150,000 worth of stock as a result of what we're trying to plan for, and we still don't know whether that's going to happen.
Yeah, and you're not alone. Rowan, thank you very much. I'm just going to quickly nip over here where we have another guest, Jenny, who is from Deloitte. So, Sally, tell me a little bit about, we've heard from one business, how are businesses overall preparing?
I think businesses are really anxious that we're 2 and a bit weeks out with no deal still a real possibility and uncertainty as to what it's actually going to mean. So I think what businesses are doing is exactly as they have been doing for the past 2 years, hoping for the best, planning for the worst.
Yeah, and we're expecting a bit of news on tariffs later, which I know you're going to stick around for and help us with that. Thank you very much. So there'll be more from me throughout the morning. I'll give you a good tour around as well. It's always fascinating, isn't it, seeing these places, but more from me later.
Oh, it is indeed. Steph, thank you very much. We'll see you a little bit later. Thank you.
I'd like to see Steph inside a machine.
It was
on the
good,
progress
wasn't it?
line. Very impressive. Now we've been